What's going on, champs and champions? It's FireMonkey here, and as you guys know, I'm not one to typically buy Battle Pass tiers in the season. I mean, as you can see right here, we're like 3 to 4 days into the current season, and I'm already level 166 without really having, the whole benefit of buying tiers giving you levels anymore because they removed that a while back. So why would I buy tiers anyways? Well, it's because starting with this season and going forwards, Epic Games is doing something brand new, where if you buy the 25 tier Battle Pass bundle, you'll actually end up getting the Superman skin entirely early by an entire month. So as you guys can see here, all of these quests are going to be available July 11th. They're going to require you to earn XP. Of course, it appears to be 2 levels per actual unlock once again. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 levels in order to actually get Superman himself. And then 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 in order to get all of the actual rewards from this bonus page. However, if you buy the Battle Pass bundle, you get Superman early, meaning that you won't have to worry about grinding 12 levels to unlock the skin. Of course, when the quests still come out, you still will have to earn a total of 24 levels for everything else in here, unless they change that a little bit in the fine print later down the line or something. But when they released this skin, there was a little bit of an odd issue going on with it. So when you actually got it, you didn't just get the Superman skin and the cape back here, and I can actually go ahead and put both of those cosmetics on real quickly. Let me just type Superman. So as you guys can see, I have the Chapter 2 Season 7 one and the Chapter 6 Season 3 one, but you only got the old version of the super cape right here. And this meant that if you were someone who had Clark Kent and you had the actual back bling for Clark Kent, you didn't actually get anything new because you just kind of got that back bling once again. However, if you're someone who got the brand new Superman skin, you didn't get this cape right here that I actually have equipped, but instead you got the Chapter 2 Season 7 Battle Pass skins cape. Now this does, however, cause a brand new issue. Epic Games was aware of this, and considering the fact that the original Superman back bling was an actual Battle Pass exclusive before they actually gave away Battle Passes, or made it so you could buy the cosmetics 1.5 years later down the line, they went ahead and granted everyone the proper back bling right here, the Super Cape back bling for the brand new Superman skin. However, if you're someone who actually owned the original outfit back then, this one right here, and you own that cape back then, it has been removed from your inventory. As you can see, I have the Daily Planet cape right, or back bling right here, for example, but if we go ahead and sort by series and go down to the DC section, because their search menu has been bugging recently, you'll notice that we do have a lot of DC back blings, but I am missing the original Chapter 2 Season 7 back bling for the original Clark Kent skin, meaning that if I want to use a cape on him, I have to kind of use one that just doesn't attach to him anymore. So effectively, because of them making a mistake and them trying to fix it, they have actually removed a whole entire cape from people's inventories who wanted to get the brand new Superman skin a little bit early. Now, they are aware of this. Apparently they're working on fixing it for original owners. However, as of right now, we're in this sort of limbo area where they have 2 Superman skins, causing them to give out the incorrect grants because they're not for sure which Superman cosmetic is from which season, apparently, which of course caused this entire issue to actually happen in game. Meaning that if you're someone who prefers this original Superman skin, for example, which, looks like it has a lot more detailing than this newer one, yeah, it's just like a lot darker blue. I don't know, I like Clark Kent more than the new Superman skin, but that's my own opinion. But if you're someone who wanted this version of the skin's back bling and you wanted to be able to continue using this version of skin's back bling, but you're also like a DC Superman fan or something and you bought the bundle so you can get the new skin early, then you're currently in this nuzlocked limbo area where you just don't actually have the cape anymore because they accidentally gave it to everyone and then accidentally removed it from the people who properly earned that cape back in Chapter 2 Season 7. Now, my theory for how they're actually going to go about fixing this is if you own the Clark Kent skin in your inventory, they'll grant it back to those accounts. However, if you're missing that skin, you won't get it actually granted to your account. At least that's the most logical explanation for how they're going to end up fixing this whenever they do fix it. But it's interesting to see how if you're someone who just kind of like waited a day or two after the season launched in order to buy that battle bundle, you wouldn't have even had this issue to begin with. You wouldn't have a item technically revoked from your account temporarily due to you wanting to get a new Superman skin in the game. But if you're someone who bought it on day one, whether that's because you always buy the battle bundles or that's because you like Superman, you're now locked out of that old back bling if you owned it because Epic Games made an oopsie, which is a weird thing to see them do because they could have just had some extra check where it was like, if they don't own this skin, don't give them the back bling, remove the back bling from them, but if they own the skin, let them keep it and just grant the new back bling. I don't know why they would do that, but maybe it's going to be something that, you know, since this is the first time they're ever doing the battle pass like bundle gifting or whatever thing, it will help them learn how to properly set up the stuff in the future so we don't have a repeat situation when we get the 3rd or 4th Batman skin or Wonder Woman skin or whatever other skin they decide to release a 50th version of later down the line. Until next time, however, I hope champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. I just want to make a short little video talking about the situation because this is something that doesn't affect everyone, but it still is interesting if it affects you, because another thing we should probably mention here is that if we go over to gliders, we type in Superman, we can still use the Kal-El's cape like glider and everything else right here. However, wait, does it still work if you like change the back bling? Okay, yeah, you can still use this glider with this Superman skin even though you don't actually have the cape anymore. But if you go over here to this skin, for example, that's not an option. You can't use this cape with the actual Superman outfit itself because it was an old version exclusive, but you're now missing out on the original cape due to this bug, meaning that this just kind of looks odd, right? You know, it's like, it's not really matching the image I'm seeing over there on the right side. Well, next time, I'll catch you champs and champions a little bit later with another upload. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't like it, and until tomorrow, peace out.